Hey there, beautiful people. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Apologies for the quality of my last video. I've hired a team of elite Chinese programmers to help me with this one, so I hope you do enjoy. For today, we're going to have your favorite Elder Scrolls races have another go at it with higher resolution. But this time, I will have a twist. We will be adding Alduin, the first dragon and the world eater. But, if anyone manages to slay the bad dragon, they will be rewarded with immortality and power. Now, for the first 100 years, the civilizations will have time to grow in peace and prosperity. As soon as that 100-year marker hits, Alduin and the other races will be going to war. Okay, so here are the rules. Each race will start with 10 people. For 100 years, there will be peace. There will be no hunger and no aging, no violence. The last civilization left is the winner. There is no alliance of victories, although they can ally up to the final 2. No natural disasters besides Alduin, of course, and no rebellions. So, here are the contenders. The Altmer, the Bosmer, the Dunmer, the Argonians, the Khajiit, the Orcs, the Bretons, the Red Guards, the Nords, and finally, the Imperials. Please go ahead and comment below who you're rooting for. Last time the Khajiit had a clear victory. Hopefully some of the changes I've made will make things a little bit more interesting. Let's begin. Alrighty, so it begins. So here's Alduin. Well, he has regeneration, strong-minded, fireproof, fireblood, giant, the scar of divinity, and fat, and energized. Whoever kills Alduin will get immortality and super health. Sadly, you can't alter the subspecies of dragon, or else he'd be black. But currently, Alduin isn't allowed to do anything. He's on peaceful mode. Okay, so it looks like the Orcs got an early lead. They're multiplying like crazy. The Bosmer are not too far behind. So the starting year was 14,261. So right now, only 4 years have passed. Let's give them some time to build up. So it seems some Khajiit scattered down here. This isn't technically a rebellion, but we're not going to have multiple groups like last time with the Orcs. So we're just going to get rid of this. Bye! Bye-bye! So here you can already see a pretty good difference. The Empire is actually building this time, and they're actually getting their numbers up. And the Argonians are actually building up their area as well. So we're already getting better results than last time with these new traits we have added. So the Khajiit are in the lead for the most population as of now, followed by the Orcs, which then are followed by the Red Guards for the top 3 kingdoms to have high pop. Checking on the Dunmer. Wow, they have this giant dude here. Oh, he ate a mushroom. Oh, and they're pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. It's not even a dude.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
So the starting year was 14,261. So in 14,361 is when everyone will be at odds with each other, or just will turn on wars. So that means Alduin will go on a rampage. Let's give them some time, and I'll be back. So the Wood Elves are among the first people to have boats. They already have transport boats, which is really good. So they have a tier 2 dock, which is really good. They can have warships now. Their econ will be pretty good because they have fishing boats. And it looks like they already have farms up. Which is weird. Mainly because they are strictly carnivores. So what they're doing with the farm here is a mystery to me, because they don't eat wheat. They don't eat bread. The Britons are also the second to have boats. Tier 2 dock already, and they already have warships or transport ships. Nice. So the Argonians are still living in caves, but they definitely have more population. They actually have a chance this time. This is really cool how this turned out now, because like everyone is kind of working at a decent pace. Besides, the Empire's actually kind of slacking behind. Probably because they just didn't have a lot to work with in terms of in terms of space. But hopefully, ooh, here comes Alduin swinging by. It's not hostile yet, but eventually.
I will feast on your soul.
Alrighty, so we have 61 years to go before war breaks loose. Let's check on all the civilizations so far. We have the Khajiit are doing very good. Again, they seem to be able to multiply very quickly, but what's different is that the Red Guards are not too far behind the Khajiit. That's a really big difference there. Oh, when it comes to population, Khajiit seem to be very good, but so are the Wood Elves. Wood Elves aren't too far behind. Orcs are doing great. Most people are in the hundreds. The ones that are kind of falling behind are the Empire, the Argonians, Altmer, and the Nords. Which is a bit different because the Nords were doing pretty good for a while in the first video. The Altmer have boats now. Okay, the Red Guards have boats as well. Yeah, so the Orcs seem to like this little canyon here. One thing that's interesting about the Orcs is that you go to the trait or the subspecies, go to here. This trait, aggressive, makes them attack each other and kill each other even on peaceful mode. See, like, they just murdered their own king. Looks like the Dark Elves have tier 1 dock ready. So they got fishing boats, but they don't have transport boats, and Alduin's just going to sleep next to the Dark Elves. So something interesting is the Khajiit no longer have the lead. The Red Guards currently have the lead for the most population, and I think they have the most territory too. The Bretons, interestingly, are surrounding the Nords, and they're like checkerboarding all around the Nords, blocking them off from expanding. But the people that are dragging behind are the Empire, the Argonians, and the Altmer population. Okay, so the Red Guards are doing insanely well. I mean, they have grabbed territory like all over Tamriel. Like they even have this island over here locked down. if I had to really put my money on anybody winning this, I would have to say the Red Guards had the biggest chance. But they might cause problems because they're spreading out so much. Kind of the same thing with the Bosmer. The Nords and the Orcs are kind of trapped. They're surrounded by other territories. The Empire is also kind of trapped too. Alrighty, so everybody's doing fairly well. We still have the people falling behind. Here's the Empire and the Argonians, but pretty much everyone's, besides the Empire, is in the hundreds. The Red Guards are doing insanely well now. So much better than last time. They've got territory pretty much all around Tamriel. The Khajiit are doing very well too. Not too far behind. We have the Bretons that actually took the second place spot for the Khajiit. From the Khajiit. Wow, the Wood Elves are actually doing insanely well. As you can see, the Wood Elves are actually kind of neck and neck with the Red Guards in population. We might actually get to see the Empire, the Imperials, get a 100 people in this one. This is quite exciting because everyone kind of has a fair shot now. We'll give it a little bit more time and we'll stop just before the battle begins. Alrighty, everybody. The time has come to unlock diplomacy and unleash Alduin. Alrighty, let's see Alduin. Oh my. Ships are much more powerful now. That was very, very disappointing. Okay, so since it was a Red Guard boat that took down Alduin, we will be giving their king the rewards. So he will get immortal, super health, and just so I know when he dies, energized. Alrighty, everybody, we have our first war up. Currently, it is the Bosmer who are attacking the Altmer and the Dunmer, which, interestingly enough, the Crab Alliance, so the Crab Alliance of the Altmer and the Dunmer holds 515 army and with a combined population of 1,176. And they hold 13 villages. Interesting. So the Bretons are actually declared war on the Crab Alliance here. There's a lot of bombs going off. It is a battlefield here.
But war never changes.
So clearly here the Dunmer have the advantage, being able to just walk right through all this fire. This is where their fireproof really comes in handy. Wow, they could just cast fireballs. Here, it looks like the Wood Elves are trying to launch an attack on the Altmer as of right now. They haven't really had much success with these little skirmishes. Okay, so the Wood Elves have lost a great amount of population. Same thing with the Dunmer. It looks like the Red Guards are deciding to capitalize on this and finally exterminate the rest of them. The Bretons are threatening the Dark Elves and the High Elves, but they haven't really done anything to the High Elves yet. Oh no. It looks like our boys, the Wood Elves, are on their last leg. They're being wiped out. The Khajiit decided to wage war on them while the Red Guards are still fighting them. So this is not looking good for the Wood Elves. I don't know if they can come back from this. This might be it. Wood Elves might be the first ones out of this fight. 12 Wood Elves are left. Can they recover? Not looking good for the Wood Elves. They have 0 warriors. They challenged the Crab Alliance and suffered for it. And here comes their executioner. Oh man. The Khajiit show no mercy. He's kiting. He's kiting. He's going in. And that did not work out for him. Okay. Officially, the Bosmer are wiped out. The huge war of the furries, huh? So we have another alliance. The Bear Shield, which is the Orcs, the furries, and the Empire. Okay, so the good clash of the Red Guards. The Red Guards are currently fighting the Bretons. As of right now, the standing army of the Red Guards is 339, while the standing army for the Bretons is only 181. Their population is only half of what the Red Guards is. I don't think the Bretons have a good chance here in this fight. So far, the smaller kingdoms have kind of kept out of the warfare. The Empire and the Scalies, the Argonians, I meant. Yeah, they kind of kept to themselves, and the Orcs. Although they have joined in alliances. The Bear Shield is what the Empire and the Orcs are in. The Red Guards really showing their martial prowess in conquering the Bretons with ease. Most of the Bretons' territory has been cleared out and captured by the Red Guards. And it looks like we're on the last few Bretons left in Cyrodiil. Alrighty, everybody. The Bretons are on their last leg. Not looking good for them. Don't think they can recover. They're being bombed. They're being bombed by the Nords. Yikes. 13 left. It is not looking good for them. This is it. This is the final Breton. Will he survive? Will he be able to avenge his clan? Will he have an epic training montage? No, he's dead. And alrighty, everybody, we turn on the Age of Chaos. Hopefully it'll incite some wars here. I do want them to naturally progress, but I don't want to mess with the experiment too much. Will the other nations ally against the Red Guards, or will they fall victim to this empire? Alrighty, everybody. So the wars that seem to be in place at the moment are the Great Conquest of the Scalies, the War of Kings, the Bad Clash of the Furries. To be completely fair and honest, I don't think any of these kingdoms are doing the smart choice here. They want to rip each other apart, but in doing so, they're leaving themselves extremely vulnerable to being attacked by the Red Guards. The Red Guards are the strongest with the most powerful military. They could potentially they could probably take on all these nations all at once. And they're deciding to not attack anyone. The other races don't seem to understand the concept of grouping together to destroy the bigger bad. The Red Guards have so much territory, they have so much people, and they have so much army. Alrighty, everybody. I'm usually not a fan of messing with the experiment, but I think one thing we could do here is to apply spite to the Red Guards. To make things a bit more interesting, I want to see that all these kingdoms together can at least challenge the Red Guards. Clearly, if they keep doing this, scattering and skirmishing against each other and not the Red Guards, they're going to win. The only way to prevent a absolute steamroll here is to make everybody target the Red Guards. Whether or not that works, we'll find out. Alrighty, everybody. The head of the Red Guards. The Red Guards hold 2,299 population, with a standing army of 734. Everyone together has 1,893. They don't even match the population of the Red Guards, with a standing army of 528. Now, I haven't touched any of the previous battles. This is up to them whether they want to end those or not. All I did was make the Red Guards the main target for everyone else, and hopefully that'll give a fighting chance for everybody. As you can see, war has broken out. So the Red Guards are destroying the Orcs' watchtowers. These Orcs are in a very bad position. The Empire is falling to the Red Guards. This is it. The final bit of the Empire is right here. The Empire has been destroyed, everybody. So that leaves the Orcs for next. Okay, everybody. The Red Guards have clearly wiped out the Orcs. We're down to the final 6, everybody. The Nords are fighting for their last stand. The Red Guards showed no mercy. Already wiped out 2 kingdoms, now about to wipe out their 3rd. The Red Guards with their naval superiority slowly bombing the Nords. The Nords are held up on Solstein. Okay, everybody, it is not looking good for all the other kingdoms. The Red Guards have lost a lot of population, but their standing army is still strong. Not to mention that they basically have martial prowess. They have the military advantage here, although there is a unique diversity with all the other races. Will that prove to help them in this battle? Here comes the final stand from the Nords. Oh, they're currently being bombed. It is not looking good. Okay, everybody, we're at the final two of the Nords. And there it is, everybody. The Nords are out of the fight. Oh, alrighty, everybody. The Red Guards have brought the fight to the Altmer. It didn't take them long to destroy most of their civilization here, getting them down to 52 people. Okay, everybody. Let's check up on the war. The hate of the Red Guards. The Red Guards have lost 2,000. They've also lost most of their standing army, and now things are a bit equal. I don't enjoy messing with the experiment too much, but obviously it was just going to be a Red Guard steamroll if we didn't do something about that. Which I guess some of you may have wanted, but they can still win this. The Argonians are actually conquering most of the Black Marsh. Alrighty, everybody, it looks like the Dunmer are fighting desperately to stay alive. 4 men left. Khajiit are just wiping them out. We have this giant behemoth here. And casting fireballs, doing whatever they can to win. And it just won't be enough. Okay, everybody, that is the end of the Dark Elves. Now it looks like the Altmer are getting ganged up on. Okay, everybody. The High Elves are fighting their last fight against the Khajiit army. That leaves us with our final 3. The Red Guards, the Furries, and the Scalies. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to place your bet. Will the degenerate Furries and Scalies conquer the Red Guards, or will the Red Guards prevail? Let's find out. The battle begins all over Tamriel. Alrighty, everybody. Let's take a look. The fight of the Furries. There's 2,228 population combined, and then their warriors is 1,003 strong. The Red Guards hold 1,749 population, and they have 608 standing army. To be 100% honest, yes, the Red Guards would have steamrolled the competition if I hadn't intervened. I'll admit that. But then we wouldn't have had the great unity of the furries and the scalies, unleashing their full wrath onto the Red Guards. Everybody sit back and relax, and let's watch the battlefield go. Everyone, I did not ask for this. I did not want for this. I did not yearn for this. But these degenerate bastards have actually gone and done it. The furry scaly alliance has wiped out the magnificent Redguard Empire. No doubt, without my intervention, the Redguards would have been steamrolled them individually. But damn it, people, what matters here is story. And what greater story is there than a unity between those who were called furries and those who were called scalies? Take down a bigger and badder empire, only to tragically be forced to fight each other into the end. Alrighty, everybody. There goes the Red Guards. Now we are down to the final two. Ignore that guy. So, the furry scaly alliance is now coming to an end. We need our winner. This is not the Hunger Games. We're not going to have a Katniss Everdeen. And we are going to have them duke it out for the winner. I almost forgot. They actually murdered our immortal overlord. I think it's pretty clear as day. We are going to have another Khajiit victory. These thieving crackheads seem to always come out on top. Oh yeah, you hear the bombs? Yep. Yeah, I hear the bombs too. Oh, they're steamrolling in now. Oh, wow. Absolutely just steamrolling in. Oh, that's cool. The Argonians have like a little crocodile boat. That's super cool. The kingdom of Scalies was destroyed, everybody. It looks like it's pretty clear who our victors are today. Rigged? Maybe.
Supreme victory!
Hey there. Since you made it this far, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate you, friend. And hey, if you enjoyed this wild ride, go ahead and like this video for me, please. If not, that's fine too. If you're interested in seeing more from me, I simply ask that you hit that subscribe button right there. Any ideas or suggestions, go ahead and comment those below. And before I go, stay happy, stay healthy, and depending on which time you watch this video, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.